So that's not what's going to hold it. I just need the plastic tacked every so often to keep my plastic at a nice tightness. So when I cut along this edge all the way up, then that arch on this plastic is going to give us our template for our polycarbonate panels. A little closer. Oh yeah, that makes a huge difference. Thank you. Sweet.
Perfect.
So this is what we're going to do. The extra piece that came off, we're going to hold it up onto this side, the short side, and then take a black permanent marker and then trace that, because that's going to give us our arch. Thank you.
And then we're going to use these lines as our straight.
Okay.
So if we could, if this line, pull it out please. Thank you. If we use that straight, do you have enough to go across?
Yes.
Okay, so then you need to make it equal. See where you got that bend?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Stuff is tough, huh?
These scissors are impressive. Call me.
Nice job, Lisa.
All right.
The moment of truth.
Exactly.
Let's go. See if it works.
Sure. We're just over.
Happy with where you're at?
Yes.
You're doing it just short.
Okay. Be right back.
Oh, it even moves. You got a little bit more. There we go.
And then when we get more of the foams, we'll just remove those and just slide that in.
I think that's the better, longer term, wiser decision.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the butt. But then you're not worried about this cutting into the plastic.
Yeah.
Because it fits tight, but I think that's what we want at the same time. No?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the good news. I say we cut this other one too, but then it goes all the way across.
It's that long?
It goes to the other end of the greenhouse.
Really? Oh.
I mean, it's not going to be long enough is the problem, but it's going to work out because it's going to go over this windowsill perfectly.
Uh-huh. Nice. Okay.
Well, and I say perfectly, loosely,
Okay.
because there ain't nothing perfect about this unless you're standing back by about 20 yards. Then it looks glorious.
Okay. So we're getting our next angle, right?
Yep.
So today, we're banging out the back end of the greenhouse. Chris this morning put up the rib supports on the end, which matches the front. We're doing some cross support beams so we can apply our polycarbonate panels. The rib support beams we're also mimicking on the... Yep. We're also going to mimic the rib support beams on the 3-center 4x4s, which hopefully when that snow load comes this season, It supports that snow load until we can come out and remove it. Oh, I like the incoming wind. That feels good. Okay.
All right, so next up I'm going to do the ribs for these three. I don't have the brackets for one of them, but I'm going to go and cut them all and get them in place and see if we can use the brackets that are there where it's lower, or if we feel that it needs to be, I think it should be up high.
Well, let's shoot.
Otherwise there's going to be a big gap of air, and I don't see the purpose of that.
Well, let's just shoot for high then.
Yeah, we just need to get the brackets. You gotta practice it.
So these rib supports that we're doing also on the three centers. It's like a boat, the rib of a boat. Structural support. That's what we're after. And a little surprise, in my pot here, I'm trying to grow a black-eyed Susan vine. There's a couple starts, so it'll grow up the post here. I've got chamomile in here. And then a surprise is, I believe there is a gladiola bulb in there. I don't know how it got there, but we'll see what color it is this year. Super excited. Things are popping up. Got some nasturtium, yellow squash, green zucchini squash, gladiolas, sweet peas. I've got large marigolds, cosmos, whole bunch of different flowers. I'm escaping the names of them right now. Carrots, radish, bunching onions, sugar snap peas that'll grow up the trellis. Some, I think they're purple green beans, if that makes sense. They're purple when they grow, but they turn green when you blanch them. I'm excited to taste those. Got some snapdragons on the end. Got some cucumbers. Some more flowers. There's amaranth in here. A few jalapeno peppers. The little guys are not getting very big, so I'm not sure what's going on there. My basil's popped up. I've got lemon basil, sweet basil, and purple basil. And my tomato plants already have not survived. So I pulled them all out because they all died.
Better off screwed in. As a hammer, it's pushing this over. I was imagining Okay, so I'm gonna need you off the camera. And hopefully if we push that up, we can make up the difference for what's here. Stepped a little outside the thing, I apologize. Oh, it's even almost straight.
Nice.
See that?
Take two. Perfect.
So we'll get something that goes from this 4x4 that goes straight over and pushes both of them out. So we'll want to figure out that width as well. Because I'm not convinced that just these will hold the snow load. I don't know. I mean, that's how they make boats, right? Wooden boats have these ribs.
Yep.
I'm happy it fit.
Awesome. All right, number 3.
Alrighty, Friday. So that should be my aiming point. We'll just stand up. Don't make that noise. Where's the hammer?
Ready.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever it is. I don't know. So what the game plan is today is we are putting fans in the greenhouse so we can get that air circulation that reportedly is important in a greenhouse. I don't know. So that's our gig today. We've done a lot of research, and my hope is this helps anyone out if you're going to build a greenhouse on fans, because I didn't want to run electricity out to the greenhouse, so they needed to be solar, number one. But we didn't want some really cheap, plasticky, made in country C fan. We got halfway there. Country C, so to speak. We couldn't get around. So, but I think we found a pretty good deal. So if you go to Amazon to find a 30 watt, I think was, don't quote me, you'll look, you'll see, because there's only one. It's like $350. $350 or $430? It was a lot. And I thought, that's atrocious. So, not that we did a lot better, but we did go to Home Depot. We got the Quiet Cool solar powered fan. It's a 40 watt solar panel. It has a 15-year warranty. Can you believe that? So that's cool. What else? And so it's got a thermostat. It won't turn on till 70 degrees. Not that that's a big deal. If the sun is out, it's probably warm enough to circulate some air in the greenhouse. And it also has an AC plug-in. So if you had electricity in your greenhouse and you wanted to just plug it in as a backup, you could totally do that. Not something we're going to use. We'll just use the solar. So I'm going to go finish installing the fans, and Lisa is going to plug them in, and we're going to see if it makes a difference. So what we did is I took all these brackets that are built in and I reversed them because they're made for an attic, and therefore you would be blowing air out. So we're blowing air in. So in reverse, I just reverse these brackets. It seems to be really well made. Nice metal. The fan is plastic. I wanted the larger blades so that it didn't make that high humming, buzzing sound, that it was quiet. And we're going to use 3 of the 4 brackets mounted to here. And these brackets are really cool because you just unscrew here, if you can see that. And then this will slide the entire distance. So I didn't need to come up with any other fancy bracketry. Makes it, in my opinion, super simple for installation. So we'll do one there. And then let's loosen. So this one we wanted kind of facing down. The idea, the concept, we'll see if it works, is we want one fan blowing air down, one fan blowing air up to try and get a circular air motion thing going on. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll tighten this, and then we'll go do the magic moment. Hopefully we don't have any. Good.
Beautiful.
Okay, you ready to go plug it in?
Yep.
Oh, baby.
We got one.
All right, you ready for the other one?
Yep.
They really crank, huh? Is it too tall? I can do it.
Yeah.
She goes.
Yay! Number 2.
I wonder if we try and get this plastic a little more inside. What do you think?
Awesome.
Well, they're not too atrociously loud, but they do seem to move some air. Ready to go inside and see what it feels like?
Yeah.
Okay. Do what you want, right? Well, I probably don't want to look at your dead tomato plants, but
Yeah.
you just barely see it moving. What else? Well, the grass plant, the weeds are moving too. So the window's open so air can get out. Could be my imagination, but I feel like air is moving through there.
Okay. Well, you could tell by the tart plastic. It's moving some air through here.
Alright, so now we got fans, and then temperature-wise, what are we doing here? Not really moving. It's 93. What was it when we started?
Before we did it, it was 90 something. So overall,
Did you do it
it's
like a half an hour.
yeah.
I wonder if the temp goes up because you're getting all that hot air at the very top moving. So what we have going on is we can only do one line at a time with our rain barrel. It holds about 50 gallons, so the pressure from that rain barrel that sets up about 4 feet in the air, we only get enough pressure to be able to do one line at a time. Again, not perfect, but I think it's going to work pretty good. It soaks into the dirt really good. So obviously that's important for the plants, and that's the whole point of everything. And that's what we're going to do. So this line is the one that has about every 1.5 inches to 1 inch. The holes in the middle, and then from 80 inches from the ends, 80 inches in, the holes are 2 inches apart. So however that works, you can see down there the water comes out faster than down here, but I think it's going to work. Lisa, let's switch to one of the other lines with the same amount of water in the tank and then see how that's different.
Okay.
About 4 to 5 feet shorter though than the one over here.
Yes.
That's probably the difference.
Wanna take a trip to the wild side. Wanna learn how to be brave, take what's mine. Wanna